I am the co-founder of KnoxPayments, and what we do is we do ACH that doesn't suck. So I don't know if you guys know this, but ACH generally sucks, and we do ACH that actually doesn't suck. So that's good news. More good news, we're actually not just going to show you a demo of our product and tell you why it's important and try to sell you on it. Of course, I have a responsibility to my investors to do that a little bit, but we're going to try to use about half of our time to talk about something that's near and dear to our heart as developers, which both Charles and I are, which is open source, and more specifically, the lack of open source in the fintech community. So what Knox does is it initiates ACH transactions using people's online banking. So you don't need to know their account and routing numbers. This is something that may be familiar to you given the last presentation. People don't like to know their account and routing numbers. They don't know them, but they do know how to log into their online banking. So we're actually going to skip some of like the sign up and how easy it is to sign up and just show you an implementation that's really exciting, which is Forex.com, one of the world's largest foreign exchange trading platforms. They've partnered with us. They're going to go live in the next couple of months. They were able to build this proof of concept to make sure that they liked the platform. They made it in like less than a day and then agreed that this was the thing for them. What you can do with Knox is not only can you fund your Forex.com trading account, which is to use to buy foreign currencies and trade them. You know, you think the yen's going to go up, so you buy some yen, but also to do it instantly. So here's how it works. We put in an amount, we click submit, and we're pulled into a slightly customized version of Knox for them. We're going to log into our Wells Fargo online banking, and in just a few seconds, we're going to come back with our accounts. Now, this was really easy for Charles to do, but what's more important is that it was really easy for Forex to process this. So he's going to just choose one of his accounts. He can see his balances. He can even see the name and address and email and phone number that we have with him, which actually is going to be able to be used by Forex.com for KYC later. He's just going to choose one of his accounts. If he doesn't have enough money, he's not going to be able to make the trade, which is good. So he's going to choose an account that does have enough money. There we go. So what's really cool about that is that that transaction is instantly underwritten and guaranteed. So not only did Charles not need to know his account and routing number, but Forex didn't need to know if the money is going to be there later, because for 0.5% and 18 cents, Knox provides the exact same underwriting and guarantee that credit cards do, which means that Forex.com can fund his account instantly, and he can use that $10, that huge deposit he just made of $10 immediately. Now that he could have made a $9,000 transaction, and we would have offered the same underwriting. So he could have bought $9,000 worth of foreign currency instantly. Normally, ACH takes 3 or 4 days to clear, so Forex.com has to wait to make sure the money actually ends up in their bank account, right? So they actually have to wait. In this instance, they just fund his account immediately, and he's off and running. You know, we built all of the bank login stuff ourselves. There's a real transaction, a successful transaction. So we built all of this ourselves, and we're really excited to announce partnerships like Forex.com. And if you guys want to know how you might use this instant underwriting of transactions using a username and password, so your users don't need to know their account and routing numbers, come see us. We'll be around. We'll be in the demo pit area. But we want to take a little bit of time to talk about how we built the system, the frustrations we had with it, and why we think it's important to contribute to open source and financial tech. So I'll turn it over to Charles.
Hi, I'm Charles Hearn. I am the lead product engineer at KnoxPayments. And over the past couple of days, we've heard a lot about proprietary technology. And obviously, Knox has a lot of proprietary technology. You all have a lot of proprietary technology, hopefully. And that's what really makes us a successful company is our proprietary stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that isn't proprietary and we think would be good to give back to the community. Some of the proprietary stuff that we have is like logging into banks and risk rating people so that we can make sure you have the sufficient funds to make a transaction. But the things that we spend the most time building at Knox, the things that we pound Red Bulls late at night for and stay up all night coding, is actually like the majority of the time we're making programs that are based on open standards and publicly available information, like, for instance, OFAC, which is checking if one of your customers is on a terrorist watch list. Like, that's public information, and a lot of companies sell this information to financial startups, but that's publicly available information. Why should it be so difficult to hook up to your app? One of the other things that we spent a really long time on was making a Notcha file, which is the file that you have to send to the bank for an ACH transaction to actually occur. It's the core of our business. And it took us a really long time to build, and it's based on an open standard. You just put the numbers where they need to be and ship it off to the bank. But we spent a long time building it, and we'd like to announce today that over the next couple of months we'll be open sourcing that to give it back to the community so you can create your own ACH solutions extensively out of the box with a product that's been proven to work in production.
We'd actually like to also challenge everybody here to open source something that's not proprietary to your business. It needs to be easier to build and build faster financial technology, and part of that is contributing to open source. We don't need to make everything a walled garden. You just need to make what makes your business special a walled garden. So please contribute something to open source and email Tommy or Charles at KnoxPayments.com and tell us what you're going to do. We'd like to sort of put this together and try to get some weight behind it. So open source financial technology. Thanks, guys.